Hello and welcome back, my divine friends. I've missed you. I'm sorry I didn't do a video yesterday. I tried to do a self-care day. A lot of people, not meaning you, don't know how much it takes to come up with videos. You guys must always hear me pop my knuckles. Every time I do a video, I'm popping my knuckles. You probably hear. But anyway, I've done it since I was a little girl. I think I met a man with my mom, of course. He was an adult and I was a child. And he popped his knuckles and I thought it was cool. So he showed me how to do it. And from that day forward, I popped my knuckles. It's kind of a soothing thing for me, I guess. My self-care day yesterday was very mild. I did very little. I did some TikTok and that's probably about it. But today was interesting. Today, I really enjoyed, and you guys will soon find out. My ex-husband, the father of my children, took my car to go see his family for Thanksgiving. And when he brought it back, he wanted to go to gun shows. I'm like, oh, sure, let's go. So we went. Actually, we were supposed to went to a second one, but we didn't go. We went to Cabela's instead. We went to the gun show, and we go in. And I told this person that I would advertise for them. I was looking at these cups, the metal thermal cups, and my ex was looking at guns behind me, and I was turned, we were back to back. I was turned looking at the cups, and I'm like, those are really odd colors. And I'm the type of person that I really love different things. I don't know why. If it's out of the norm, I've got to have it. But I'm looking at these cups, and I'm like, they were all sizes, and I'm sitting there thinking, those are really beautiful colors. So I grabbed one, and the feel of it was awesome. I'm not very knowledgeable on this, but they have coated the cups with this material, real soft. And she told me, I'm going to tell you all this information. She told me that they laser designed them, and their logo's on this cup. And I said, that is so cool. And I said, do you have a card? I will advertise for you. I have a YouTube. And she got all excited and gave me her card. She said they're just now starting their business. And I thought it was great. I'm always willing to help people. Although I have a lot of viewers, not every one of them view my videos. So I'm going to show you the cup. You might be able to see what it says. It's like a coffee cup. It's small. And I wanted it because I drink coffee at work a lot. And I only have 2 cups. And I mean, it feels so smooth. I could not stop rubbing it. It says Molon, M-O-L-O-N, L-A-B-E, Labe. I would think it would say Labe because of the E. Arms Company. And there is, looks like a armor face mask that's got the flag on it. And on the bottom, it says, come and take it. That's interesting. The reflection is probably killing it here. I don't know. I will put all their information in the description below. This is their card. You might want to, like, don't ignore my cuticles. You might want to maybe pause this video or something. That's their card. And now, like I said, I'll put everything down in the prescription. In the description, you know I can't talk right. This is the back of it. This is what's on the cup. Maybe you could read that better than what was on the cup. But it's got this lid, and I love these lids, although they're hard to open sometimes. They open like that. And I love that. I really do. So I'm like, yes. And then here's where it gets really interesting. And it blows my mind how I come across people like this, because they have through my whole life, but I didn't know why. And now I'm like a radar. So I'm walking with my ex, of course, and I look at another table, and I'm like, and I love this stuff. You know, the wax you put in your oil wax warmer or whatever. that you plug in and it melts and the scent comes out. I don't even know what you call those. Waxy melts, maybe? I'm sure you know what I'm talking about now. So I turned around again and was like, oh my gosh, there's some over there. And in a place like that, you would think they're homemade. And that this one was. Going down and smelling them, and she, very nice lady, very nice lady. She was like, open it up and smell it. And I did, and well, no, I didn't at first, but then as I went down the line, we started talking, I was more comfortable. But she makes these, and I'm going to give you a little description of what she had said. Well, first, I want to tell you, I was going to get one that she called the meditation room or something like that, and it had a really good smell. This one is Pink Wedding. Don't look at my cuticles. And she said that, I can't remember what she said, her friend had a specific cake or something with buttercream and all. So when you open this and you smell it, it smells like cake. Oh my God. And then the other one, this is the kicker. No, I wanted the other one, darn it. This is the meditation room. And I can't remember what that, I smelled so many, I can't keep track. Oh my gosh. It has a scent that I guess, I'm saying it's soothing. Okay, and here's the kicker. I'm going down and I'm reading all of them. And they're so interesting. I'm like, wow. One was baby something, and you open it up and it really, truly smelled like a baby. And I can't remember every one of them, but the title of the wax melt had a unique name that she came up with. And when you smelled it, it fit the name correctly to the T. And I was telling her this, and she said, you don't know how long it took to mix these oils together to make it smell like that. And for instance, I think she said one was banana or lemon. I can't remember. And she said, you know, that generic like taffy. I might quote you wrong. I'm sorry. My mind was in other places with this nice, very nice lady. And she said that the generic smells would smell generic and fake. And when you smelled it, you're like, ugh. Well, she said she takes all these oils and mixes them to come up with what she did. And I'm sitting there thinking, it was in my mind, but it didn't really come out until later in our conversation. I thought, like a witch brewing, mixing things for spells. That's what I thought. One of the things was called witchy something. And I'm like, that's ironic, because I was just thinking witchy spells, you know what I mean? And so I'm going down and we're talking, and I can't remember who said what first, but then she realized who I was, I realized who she was. And she was asking me questions, and I'm like, I have all the clairs except for taste, and I'm a medium, and a wide variety of other things. And I didn't go in extreme detail, but she was asking me questions about an ex that had passed. And before she said that, I saw two angels. One was Archangel Michael, and I told her, and I feel that he was there because it was a gun show. That's just my opinion, because he's a protector, and he can be in more places at once. More than one place at once. You know where I'm going. But anyway, there was two angels and a man. And then shortly after I seen them, she brought up her ex, and she wanted to know if he had a message. I'm like, that's really funny, because I was fixing to tell you there were two angels and a man beside you. I gave her the message and other messages, and then her husband was standing by me, and I said, by the way, there's a woman by you that looks like she's in the 30s, brown curly hair. And he said, that sounds like my mom. And he pulls out a picture. I'm like, yep, that's your mom. All of these souls were crowding around us, and I felt the energy, and I felt this nice lady's energy. Her name is Kimberly. I think our energies were exchanging because my body was just vibrating. It was like you could feel every molecule just wired. It was it was amazing. Sometimes there's too much information coming through to me for somebody and I can't get it all out. And sometimes it doesn't fit what the Spirit says. It doesn't match to their questions, I'm assuming is how I should word it. Like for instance, her husband said their paths were not meant to last. His ended because it was in his contract. He was supposed to leave her for a reason and have her go on her path. Now, I didn't ask and don't know if they were, the way she worded the conversation, I took it as they were still together when he passed. And that's all the detail I'm going to give you on that. But that's what he said. So I don't know if they were together or separated or what. That's what he said. And when I left, I'm like, that kind of doesn't make sense. But then it does if you really think about it. Because I'm friends with my ex. One of my exes. Yes, that's odd. So I don't know if they were in that circumstance or what. But he did her, you know, he didn't do her right. And he had a message for her that was really loving. So anyway, back on topic. I'm sorry, I got so excited with our conversation. So Kimberly and her husband makes these wax melts by themselves. These wax melts smell so good and so perfect. I will put her information in the description below also. But this, I don't know if I showed you yet. That's one. It's probably backwards and I'm sorry. I don't know how to fix that on my phone. I think I need to like fish around and see. And then this one, she had a wide variety. Oh, and I had a vision of, I can't remember what relative was she asking about her business, but they're going to be making candles in the future and other things. Kimberly, if you're watching this, it just came to me. I don't know, you asked about animals and something just told me herbs for animals. If that is it, then yes, that's what you'll be doing. It's like scented oils, I want to say, or something close to that. So there's another part of your message. And here's the other one. Pink wedding. And this one, it smells like that cake. And it's not overwhelming. It's like perfect. I'm not even exaggerating. I'm going to show you her card in case you're interested. You could pause this too. It's called Elk Grove. And that is her card. It's backwards, so you might want to like pause it so you can read it right. I apologize for that. And I don't know if I could show it right. Like I said, I'll put all her information in the description below. I sat there and talked. I didn't want to leave because I didn't know if my ex was in a hurry. And then he came back and said he was getting a background check. So I'm like, oh, it'll be a little while. So I stayed. And then I thought a good time passed that I should leave and see if he's ready to go. And I got it just in time because when I got to him, they found him and said, your background check is good. I don't know if I should have shared that or not. So that is my video for today. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I will be interviewing Kimberly because I didn't even ask her, and I'm sorry, Kimberly. I didn't ask her if she was a medium, but she was seeing things, so I'm assuming she is. We're going to be getting together, and I'm going to be interviewing her one day, and maybe we can watch her make these things, and that would be more entertaining and or a, what do you call it? Confirmation if you should buy this or not, because the way she described it, it sounded interesting. I want to watch her for sure. She's very sweet, and I'm sure, Kimberly, I'm not sure. Kimberly, if you would, I know you're going to be watching this, put a comment down below if you would do deliveries, because my viewers are everywhere. So comment below if you would, sell them and then send it to them, because I'm sure they'd be curious. I didn't get that information from you. I'm sorry. Okay, that's the end of today's video. I'm glad I had content to share this time. It's so strange that I come across these people all the time. I'm just fascinated. I love you guys tremendously, and I hope when I'm editing this, there's a lot of orbs, because I really in a good mood today and happy. And I'm grateful for everything. I'm grateful for you tremendously, all of you. And I love you. I think I already said that, but I'll say it again. I love you. You guys have a great day or night wherever you are at. And I'm sending you love, light, and peace. Bye.